now, my dear, whatever happens when those A-level results come through, that letterbox, I want you to know that I still love you no matter what's in the envelope.
I'm so nervous.
Now listen, young lady, they're only exam results. Anyone who's done the work and done their level best should have absolutely nothing to fear.
Oh, no, here they are.
Calm down, Melanie, calm down.
You open them.
Oh, very well then, young lady, if you absolutely insist. I'm nervous myself. Oh, no, I don't believe it! I failed them all! It's so unfair. I'm biology, I know that inside out. I got a body. I'm French! I didn't even do French!
Oh, you'll be all right.
Didn't do French. Oh, that's not more, is it? I haven't failed any more.
No,
Two envelopes. I
don't
failed
worry.
so much.
Don't worry about it. You're still the lovely boy you were when you woke up this
I
morning.
can't believe it.
This is the big breakfast.
Yeah!
I'm Melanie Sykes.
I'm a failure.
Oh, no, you're not. You're not.
Can't
But this is the result. We've got a top grade show for you this morning. At 7:10, brave Granny Irish Nurse comes out with top marks after another hedonistic summer festival. This time she's mungling at Megadog.
Brave on. They're all studies. I mean, how can I fail that? I mean, it's easy. Clarky said I'm bound to pass that.
At 7:15, it'll be a bit of a lottery when one more lucky viewer wins the place in our 10-grand big sock draw competition.
Exams don't mean nothing. You learn more. University of your life. You know what I mean? That's where you learn it.
And at 7:20, Love gets an A star as Mulder and Scully, alias Anderson and the Coveney talk about romance in our investigation into the new X-Files movie.
Yeah! So, I mean, the worst case scenario, I could always be a newsreader, couldn't I? And now, for the big breakfast news and weather with Saxon Bear.
Thank you. Good morning. These are the main stories on Thursday, the 20th of August. A record number make the A-level grade. Monica prepares for another grand jury grilling. And Vanessa denies being greedy. The waiting is over. It's A-level results again today in England and Wales. The good news is that the pass rate is up again, but it's only risen by 0.2%. That's the smallest increase in over a decade. And Education Secretary David Blunkett says no one can now say the exams are just getting easier. Examiners are also pleased that more students are taking science subjects, with entries for physics and biology up 3%, maths up 2.4%, and chemistry up 1.8%. A peaceful point's being made with a vigil in Blackrock, the hometown of the man believed to be the leader of the real IRA who carried out the Omagh bombing. The town was united in its condemnation.
If these people live in this town, they could be standing beside me and I wouldn't know them. If they are in this town, they're not welcome in this town. And they could take their hate and go somewhere else.
Monica Lewinsky goes back before Washington's grand jury today. It's thought she'll fill in any gaps that Bill Clinton may have left in his video testimony. Meanwhile, it's emerged that the president wore a tie that was a gift from Lewinsky last time she testified. She'd given it to him saying, "When I see you wearing this, I know that I'm close to your heart." It's also believed that the president has now submitted a DNA sample to be tested against that dress. Britain's larger-than-life answer to America's Oprah Winfrey has parted company with ITV. Talk show host Vanessa Feltz allegedly wanted a hefty pay rise, swelling her income from the show to £2.75 million over 2 years. Her lawyers say it wasn't about money, but about career development. Here's the sport. Sane voices in football have urged West Ham fans to lay off David Beckham when United visit Upton Park this Saturday. Despite being born in East London, he suffered taunts from Hammers fans last season over his partnership with Posh Spice. He faces worse now because of his World Cup blunder. Britain's athletes have picked up their first medals at the European Championships in Budapest. Darren Campbell took gold in the 100 metres ahead of teammate Dwayne Chambers. Campbell says he owes much of his success to his coach, former European champion Linford Christie. Here's how the weather looks. Average temperature should reach 18 degrees Celsius. Expect some rain all over the country this morning, ranging from heavy in Scotland to light showers in the south, with drizzle in between. After lunch, northern Scotland may see a glimmer of sunshine, but apart from that, it'll be a drab afternoon for most of us. And the 5-day forecast: tomorrow should be another wet day. Saturday will be drier, but the week is set to start with a squelch, with rain on Sunday and Monday before drying up again on Tuesday. And that's where the world is at 7:05. It's back to Phil and Melanie. I'm very well, thank you, Mel. Thanks for asking. How are you?
I'm very well. Are you okay? You look
Yes.
like a Viking queen today. So.
I did this in your honour, Phil. I did this for you.
Saxon beans. You could hear them chanting that on the longboats, can't you? Saxon beans, Saxon beans. We are going to Norfolk. Saxon beans, Saxon beans. The Viking cry of the Queen. So you're well, yes?
Yes, I am. I'm
Fantastic.
very well.
You're so rude
That's
to
all.
her.
I'm not
You're
rude
so
to her.
rude.
She's a Viking Queen. Saxon beans. Saxon beans are the big
Okay, now, unless you've had your head in a bucket, you'll know that Grant from EastEnders is going to snog Tiff's mug tonight.
please, no.
Tonight, everybody. Grant. Well, I don't say Grant. It's Grant to me.
It's Grant.
It's Grant.
We'll have to have Cockney
Northerner.
Vicky to judge the decision there, I feel. But yeah, okay,
All
Grant.
right, fine. All right, it's Grant.
Snogged his mother-in-law.
Grant, all right. And we've got a clip just to get your juices going.
Ooh.
Look at me. Still going from job to job. No one in my life. Trying to convince myself my children still need me.
Oh, come on. You've got a lot of things going for you.
Yeah? What?
Oh, you're a good-looking woman. You're strong. You got guts standing up to Terry.
Guts. Stupidity.
I can see how difficult it's been for you.
Disgusting.
I love EastEnders acting. It's a fantastic example of EastEnders acting. Oh, look at the state of me. Oh, my beautiful woman. When they're upset, they talk like that bloke, Norman Vaughan, with the chicken thing that used to... Hey, hello. Emotional stress, break the sound equipment down. Cockney Vicky, can we have a ruling on the pronunciation of Grant? Is it Grant or is it Grant? Cockney Vicky.
Grant.
Grant!
If you're a southerner, it's Grant. And if you're a northerner, it's Grant. And I'm having no arguments about it. All right.
Grant. Oh, no,
Thank
the
you.
debate rages all morning. Of course, the other big thing, of course, Hoddle's book is out today. Glenn Hoddle's book is out today. And it's the Kiss and Tell book everyone's been telling about.
It is.
Apparently, he's just said a little bit too much about some of the players. But what we did was, on the BB, we don't really care exactly what he says. Mileage is the amount of coverage you get in a book like that. And we have compiled a rough kind of aid memoir chart. Two, as you can see there, Glenn's World Cup story. This is pages that feature a mention of these people on the book. And we're going to start from the top and work our way down, because it's very interesting. Most mentions for any of the players. Michael Owen, I think let's applaud the Dinky Wonder Boy. Yes. Linton in a wig look-alike, Michael Owen there, with a fantastic 43 pages of mentioning there, OK? Beckham, David Beckham. Manchester United's wonder boy, the man that always throws any barroom into a brawl. 41 pages, Beckham gets mentioned on, OK? Alan Shearer. Sorry. 37. Paul Gascoigne. Gaza.
I was so upset I got dropped.
27 mentions there, OK? Darren Anderson, 22. Eileen Drury, who is the medium lady, the spiritual healer, 15 pages. 15 pages of the spiritual healer, Melanie. What do you think of that? And David Batty, 14. Posh Spice, 4. Which is 1 page more than Nigel Martin. 2 pages more than Martin Keown. Unbelievable turnout of events there. Posh Spice in the book
Can't wait
more.
to read it.
How has Keone got to be feeling this morning? I'm a footballer. I'm in it less than Victoria Posh Spice Adams. It's got to be crushing you, hasn't it? So I think a big He certainly does deserve that indeed. Well, but now here on the Big Breakfast, or Big Breakfast, as one of our presenters knows it, it's time to melt down your xenophone and join Generation O for OAP as we mungle in tit mud with another report from Tit Rave Granny.
Hi there, I'm Iris Nurse, I'm 75 years old and I'm your brave granny. I'm live and direct here at St Austell, where they've turned the beach into a full rave session. It's Megadog Beach Festival. Right, I'm all sorted. I've got my tent up. I've met my lovely new neighbours here, and now I'm off for a pump and a grind. See you later!
On stage at this time, we call her the Mover.
Bentley Rhythm Ace, 808 State, Dread Zone, Freestylers, Asian Dub Foundation, Laurent Garnier and Monkey Mafia are all playing, and it really is pumping on all 4 cylinders. Look at this! What more could you want? It's absolutely marvellous. There's movies, art galleries, poetry recitals, sculpture, and all the usual festival mumbo jumbo. Oh, I've got the munchies. There's pasta, pizza, Japanese, vegetarian, Creole, everything. Me, I'd like a bacon sandwich. Pack of food. I'll give it 9 out of 10. Still a bit pongy, but there's toilet roll and they even flush. I'm gonna give them 8 out of 10 for the cowsies. 9 out of 10 for the music. It's absolutely banging, mate. You've played lots of festivals. What do you think of Megadog?
It's a nice location, isn't it? Sunshine's always a winner.
You got the beach, you got the sea, you got music.
Yeah, and at least they've got the weather. We did Glastonbury and we just got soaked in mud basically. So
60 quid for 3 days. It's awesome here. It's value for money. So I'm going to give it 9 out of 10. This has been one of my top days out, and I'll see you at the next one.
In Chelmsford, so if you're there this weekend, give her a wave.
Indeed, yes,
Give
Rave
her
Granny,
everything.
Essex bound there. A fake night out for her. In 2 minutes' time, Melanie will be winding up Spinavere in the Big Sock Straw to discover if your postcode could make you a contender to win £10,000.
But right now, this is John Abort, and you're watching the ever-generous Big Breakfast.
Big breakfast.
Wilkinson Sword bring you technology in 3 dimensions. The new Protector 3D. Its wire-wrapped blades now moving 3 ways for the optimum balance of safety and closeness. Protector 3D from Wilkinson Sword. The feel of smart design. In a fresh new line of toiletries.
20 kilo slaapwater. Yeah, take it easy.
It surprised them, so it might surprise you. But in the last 3 years, the Royal Navy helped seize illegal drugs with a street value of over £120 million. Royal Navy, the team works.
Friday, we're going to be singling out one lucky viewer to be invited down to the house this Friday to compete for £10,000 in cash.
Security Stan, he's got the money.
Okay, that's...
And to make sure everyone has an equal chance of competing for £10,000 on Friday, every day we'll be playing the Big Breakfast Big Sock Draw.
Every postcode in the United Kingdom begins with one of 23 letters of the alphabet. And as I speak, the stunning Melanie Sykes is loading Spinovere. Spinovere! I'm still laughing. With 23 socks, each one of which contains one of those letters. I believe the socks are now loaded. Can I ask Melanie to begin the spin?
There we go. Sock.
At the end of the spin, Mel will draw 6 socks and a bonus sock. If your postcode begins with one of those letters drawn, and you can prove it, you qualify to play our game and could be on the road to riches and scooping the big £10,000 tomorrow. Melanie, can you please commence the draw? Isn't she lovely?
Okay, here we
There
go.
she is. Melanie has the socks in the basket.
The first one is a Y.
Why? Why? I guess you come from York. 4th time out for Y.
Okay, and then an S.
S. Start celebrating if you're from South London. S with its 5th appearance.
Okay, K.
K. Kick into action from Dunfermline and Kingston. 3rd time lucky for K.
Okay, L.
L. Lucky for some in Lincoln, Leeds and Loughborough. Lucky L. 7th time out.
E.
E. Are you in Exeter, Enfield or Edinburgh? E. At that festival.
Will you stop doing that?
I'm sorry, I'm going to stop the northern thing. It's just for her.
G.
G. Is that our bonus sock or is that the... No.
No.
Glasgow. Gloucester. Guildford. Lucky people. 3rd time out for G.
Okay, and the lucky bonus
The
sock
bonus sock. Melanie's drawing now.
is a U.
A U! Uxbridge and, oddly enough, Southall. And that is the 3rd time out for you. So I think, you know, we should look at the damn cash again. Let's look at that lovely... Oh, what a lot of wonga. Whoa! Fat with fivers. Ah. Isn't that lovely? Okay. Mel, could you possibly recap today's lucky letters?
I could. Okay, it was Y, S, K, L, E, G, and U.
Yes. Ixcala, you, which is Saxon Baines' Saxon name. Okay.
Okay, now if your postcode begins with one of those letters, you're over 16 and available to come and play for £10,000 tomorrow.
But ladies and gentlemen, I must stress, you've got to be in it.
All you have to do to play for our 10 big ones is to work out which super rich superstar is behind the bouncing Britain.
Ooh. Who's that?
If you think you know whose filthy rich mug is behind the map, then call us now on 0891 447744. That's 0891 447744. What to cost you no more than 25 pence.
No more than 25 pence. If you're one of the 3 lucky callers to be randomly selected by the computer, who match their postcodes to the socks, you could be on the next step to riches and taking part in 10 big ones in just 30 minutes' time. And who knows, going home tomorrow with... Stan, let's look at it again. £10,000!
Yes, you're watching the Big Money Big Breakfast, and now fans of Mulder and Scully, get ready for a few romantic revelations in today's X-Files movie snap.
Every day this week, we'll be taking a look at the new summer blockbuster, X-Files the movie.
Whatever you told them in there, Scully, you don't have to protect me.
All I told them was the truth.
They're trying to divide us on this, and we can't let them.
Mulder, they have divided us.
One of the most engrossing storylines is the developing romance between Mulder and Scully, and although this is what die-hard fans of the TV series have been waiting for, there are concerns that it might not be done in the best possible taste.
I think they will be satisfied. I mean, even though we don't consummate the relationship, there is a heightened level of romance in the film, which is pretty apparent. And even though it gets close but isn't entirely rewarded, I think that closeness in and of itself is satisfying to some people.
I hope so. I think it's a real clever kind of finessing of the issue, you know, because I think that if you had, you know, Mulder and Scully jumping into bed at every turn during the movie because they can, and we have these kind of, you know, wonderful backlit you know, love scenes with candles burning and, you know, Mulder reading French poetry to Scully as she sips champagne in some hotel room as they're trying to find aliens, you know. That's not the kind of stuff that we need to do.
Yes, but it might be nice to try. Oh well, at least there's some good old-fashioned romance in the film to keep love-struck punters happy.
I think that she loves him deeply, and there's a great deal of care and respect there as well.
Absolutely. No, they're deeply in love. You know, it's just not necessarily expressed in a physical way. But in the movie, as you know, there is a point at which a line is crossed that has never been crossed before. And it's crossed, I think, in a most believable and opportune moment for it to be, you know, to find this kind of consummation.
Surely this is the thin end of the wedge, and the day is drawing near when the X-Files becomes X-rated.
It might not. I mean, it would have to... It's a real writer's problem, you know, because once you have sex, then how do you deal with, you know, writing? How do you deal with the relationship now? It becomes a show about a relationship. It becomes like Men Are From Mars and Women From Venus and all this, you know. But then again, if it was handled beautifully, it could really enrich the show. So I wouldn't categorically say, yes, it would ruin it, or no, it wouldn't. It would have to just be wait and see.
So you'll have to keep watching to see if love, as well as the truth, is out there. On tomorrow's Big Breakfast, we'll give you the last word on sci-fi extravaganza, The X-Files.
I've never seen one episode of The X-Files, so I'm not about to go and see the film, but I'm sure it's good. Do you watch it?
I am quite a bit of a buff, bit of an X-Files buff. I know there are many out there. I believe I can hear them. Yeah, perhaps not. Perhaps at breakfast they have to get to bed. I don't know. But yeah, no, I'm quite a big fan of The X-Files. Gillian Anderson especially.
I can't believe you fancy her.
I do. She's red. She's got red hair. She's a lady. Red hair. She's fabulous.
Nah.
We've got some odd facts there.
I've got a fact, Rella.
Yeah.
In Taiwan, it's known as X-Dang An.
No, it's X-Dang An.
And it says in France and the Swiss watch it as Au Frontière du Real, which is on the edge of reality.
Melanie, you might find that's actually Au Frontière du Réel. What was it? Capoise. What did I call the Big Breakfast yesterday? I made it up in Spanish. And I said it was called El Breakfast Grande or something. And what is in Capoise saying what the name of the Big Breakfast is in Spanish? Very sexy. Look at this. Say it, Capoise. Say it, Capoise.
El desayuno grande.
El desayuno grande. El desayuno grande.
Sounds lovely, doesn't it?
I'd watch it. El desayuno grande. Con Big Phil and Melanie North. Okay. Well, Mulder doesn't win Scully over in the X-Files movie, apparently. There's no top-notch snogging, but maybe he may have taken part in nude poetry. Ooh, wow. Yes, indeed, you heard me right. Apparently today sees the start of the first International Naked Poetry Festival. You heard it right, Naked Poetry Festival at the Institute of Contemporary Arts, the ICA to you and me, in London. Okay?
This isn't a joke, is it?
It isn't. It's poetry, apparently the only art that can be done naked. It's the only art that can be done naked. It started in Russia. Очень хорошо. Poetry naked. Okay.
Can I just ask, what's with the Hoover?
What?
What's with the Hoover?
Don't ask. And apparently the audience are occasionally invited to take part. If you feel the spirit move in you when you go to these naked gigs, you're invited to come up with your own poems and join them, strip off, do your own material on stage. And I actually used to be a poet, but I'm telling you now, their ratings, woof, if I started gigging in the bathroom. We in fact invited some of the stars of the festival to hold a reading in the garden, and they're practicing now. And can I just say good morning, naked poets.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, and there they are out there in the garden. It's 17 degrees, it's a bit nippy, so you know. Impressing no one. And we'll be catching another glimpse of the naked... Thank you for keeping up, of the naked poets later. Do any of the crew fancy having a go at the old... Any of you out there?
Yeah.
Do you like poetry, Mel?
We should nominate someone.
I bet Melanie inspires more poetry than she writes, don't you? So, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Can't remember the next line. But anyway, that's all you need.
Are we done now?
I think that's the poetry pretty much covered, or uncovered, if you will.
All right, later Bill assumes the identity of the all-knowing, all-seeing Dr. Mormius on top of athletes Sally
Easy,
Connell.
Tiger!
I don't think you'll be doing that.
You're
Sally
gagging
Connell will be
for it.
live in the house. This is Channel 4 and you're watching watching The Big Breakfast.
People need to relax, slow down and relax. I never see a pineapple and a grapefruit rush yet. I give you a mango and mandarin. Why a nice looking fella like you hasn't got a girlfriend?
Too busy.
I like a man in uniform, you see. Did you see that man running and rushing? What happened? You lost your Caribbean movement? Hold it, you know. Make you got a warm heart. I always have a warm heart.
I keep all my herbs on my carousel. A quick spin, and there's my parsley.
This could happen to you unless you eat new Starburst juicers. Colourful shells that burst in your mouth and release real fruit flavour like you've never tasted before.
I bless the day I bought it, I really do.
Give it some juice.
Is your mother around?
There's a cowboy here.
If I'm going to figure out what's going on in his head, it'd sure help me if I knew exactly what happened that night.
Was I right to bring her here, away from what's familiar, away from her father, her friends?
Are you afraid of anything, Tom Booker?
The more I try and fix things, the more everything falls apart.
Maybe you should have let him fall.
Touchstone Pictures proudly presents Robert Redford, Kristen Scott Thomas, The Horse Whisperer.
There's a side to you that craves nature and purity. A side that's sheer mullah fruit corner. But then, your sentimental side says mullah crumble is the corner to cozy in with.
There's your frivolous side, too. It yells that Mullah Crunch Corner is the chocolate taste to die for. Die to die for.
And what about your ritzy, glitzy, extravagant side? When all else fails, indulge yourself with Mullah Candy Corner. For every side of you, there's a corner.
Vogue. I'm Phil Jupitus, the young Madonna. I'm so convinced by way naming right yesterday. I'm going to get all the gear. I'm going to get all the gear.
You should.
I'm going to get the young Madonna gear. Now, as we've heard earlier, we've got a nude poetry reading going on in the Big Breakfast Garden, and I think this deserves of more of a kind of vague owl impression from one of the crew. Nude poetry, ding dong. That's Leslie Phillips material. I say. Woof woof. New poetry, top hell. Yeah. Well, and should we check out? It's going on now in the garden. Let's check out that new poetry action.
Voices made love to my ear. The nightingales heard and fell silent. I wanted to swallow her voice. Now I've a thirst for her breath. Giving her up would be death.
I'm gobsmacked. It's mad. What is going on with that?
Bearing not just his soul there, but a great deal more for the sake of his art there. That's the old... Any of the crew feel inspired to join the nude poetry yet? Come on.
No.
Come on! One of you must want to get out there. Well, it's Linton caressing there. He's thinking... I think Linton's thinking about possibly doing a bit of buffing. We're not entirely sure.
All right,
yeah.
well, hopefully we might see Linton do that a bit later.
I hope so. Well, someone, yeah.
No way.
Still to come on this morning show.
No way.
Linton in the box.
Hey! Right after the news, we'll be tuning in for more amazing facts from the brain that never drains, Dr. Morbius.
Then at 7:40, there's Mammoth Mammon Madness in our fantastic cash prize bonanza where you could win £10,000.
And at 7:45, we have to find out how Have Fun with 5 in part 4 of our Snap special, live in the house tomorrow. Now, with the time at 7:45, no, it's not. It's 7:30. Take some pains. Use some weather.
Close, Phil. Good morning. These are the main stories on Thursday, the 20th of August. Students brace themselves for A-level day. The surgeon's going in on the internet, and El Tel is brought to book by his successor. It's the moment of truth for 200,000 teenagers in England and Wales. A-level results are out today. Overall, Welsh students have done best. They've scored a pass rate of 92.5% compared with 87.8% for the UK as a whole. As well as marking the papers, examiners have found that fewer sixth formers are studying French, German and history, while more take up new subjects like business studies, computing and media and sports studies. Hundreds of people attended a vigil last night for the Omagh bombing victims. It was held in Black Rock near Dundalk, hometown of the man believed to be the leader of the real IRA, the group which has attempted an apology for the 28 murders. More funerals will be held today. Investigators are trying to establish why a barge sank while passing through a lock, drowning 4 disabled holidaymakers. The woman and 3 men were on a trip from a centre in Cumbria. 2 barges still in the lock on the Leeds to Liverpool Canal will be winched out by crane later. It's feared that arsonists have sparked a series of fires at a Manchester hospital. The latest blaze at the Wythenshawe destroyed 4 operating theatres. 15 patients were moved from intensive care. It's the 3rd fire in 3 weeks at the hospital, which specialises in heart transplants. Texas surgeons have performed the first open heart operation to be broadcast live over the internet. They're hoping the quadruple bypass conducted on a 48-year-old mother of 3 will educate future heart patients and future doctors, although anyone could watch the event so long as they had web access and a strong stomach. Here's the sport. Glenn Hoddle's predecessor is the latest target of attack to emerge from his memoirs. The Hoddle book, out today, claims that Terry Venables wants the job back. Venables says Hodd should know if he has a challenger for his job, as he's supposed to be clairvoyant. Scottish champions Celtic are struggling. Having started badly in the league, they're now lost the Scottish League Cup. They were knocked out by First Division Airdrie on a night of third-round shocks. Second Division Ross County beat Dundee United after extra time. Aberdeen were knocked out by Hibs. And here's how the weather looks. Average temperatures should reach 18 degrees Celsius. Expect some rain all over the country, ranging from heavy in Scotland to light showers in the south this morning and drizzle in between. After lunch, northern Scotland may see a glimmer of sunshine, but apart from that, it'll be a drab afternoon for most of us. And the 5-day forecast. Tomorrow should be another wet day. Saturday will be drier, but the week is set to start with a squelch with rain on Sunday and Monday before drying up on Tuesday. That's the way the world is at 7:32. It's back to Phil and Melanie.
Saxon Danes, Saxon Danes, Saxon Danes. The Viking Queen of Current Affairs. Thank you, Saxon, very much.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you later on. Oh, she looks very happy about my little Saxon gags there. Okay. Well, now the time has come on the show. I do declare, Melanie, I hear a little bit of fizzing and a bubbling. Yes, I do. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please meet and greet the brain of Dr. Morbius? Yes. Yay! Oh, it's only a brain in a bucket. It's only a brain in a bucket. Everyone relax. It's Morbius. Can we have a little more fear from the crew, please? A little more fear. As you know, Dr. Morbius was involved in a terrible accident just on the outskirts of Gdansk in Poland. As I've been saying, Utrecht, or it turns out it was Gdansk. Crazy guy, sometimes went to Poland. He accidentally drank elixir of life. Instead of elixir of life, he drank, as you know, embalming fluid. Ended up in this tank for the last 400 years. And we've been using Dr. Morbius's fluid in Dizzy Busy Fizzy at the end of the show, which was full at the beginning of the week. And this is the effect that Tony Blackburn had, because normally we pour the Dizzy Busy fluid back into Morbius's tank, but sadly Tony Blackburn has depleted the brain of Morbius. We hope it doesn't have an effect for you today. We know what we do. I put the mantle of Morbius on, and Morbius speaks. I'm willing to do this just for the dance show. Morbius will speak to me. I will now, Melanie, take on the mantle of Morbius. Bong! New facts coming in at every single opportunity moment. Bong! Morbius is here. How's it hanging, kids? Hey! It is Morbius! Why aren't you laughing at my hilarious Trevor McDonald impression, you crazy cats and kittens? How's it doing? Ooh, the voice is a little bit cold today. Darn that, Tony Blackburn. Hey, Melanie. I hope we've had a few faxes about that school uniform you were wearing this morning. Very nice. Okay, let's take it. Mormius is feeling a little bit frisky. Let's have some facts, shall we? We've got some facts, Melanie. The faxes have been pouring in. You lovely lady.
Behave. Today's today. I'll pull the plug on you.
Don't pull my plug.
Today's the day students get their A-level results. How many A-levels were taken this year?
Hey, that is crazy. Of course, all the little students doing their A-levels. And can we give them a round of applause for today? But none of you are as powerful as Mormius. I don't care if you got 4 A stars. You not have the brain like me. I don't take A levels. X levels. Z levels. I know all. Okay, approximately 823,236 A levels. Can I get an ooh from the crew? A level means advanced level. Sometimes Mormius deals in trivia. Advanced level, that is why they use the A, because it's the first letter of advanced. Sometimes kiddies are watching, and I know the carpet monster appreciates such little pieces of information. Tell us more! Okay, since it's you, crew, why not indeed? Students have been taking A-levels since 1951. 1951, yes. Over 400 different subjects, including dance. A-levels in dance you can take. Dance? Dance? You don't seem surprised. Mormius was. Politics, okay. Welsh and Biblical Hebrew. If you want to become a kind of sort of rabbi come Welsh disco dancing guy, they're the 4 to take. 4, 5. And Prince Charles got 2 A-levels. Prince Charles got 2 A-levels in history, for which he got a B with a distinction. That is an A! That is an A! How do you get a B with a distinction? Morbius is confused. And French, you got a C for French. How about that? Ugh. Tell us more! Enough! And let's go over to the next facts.
Okay, Laura Perkins from Fareham asks, where does the phrase rule of thumb come from? Rule of thumb.
The phrase rule of thumb. You're familiar with the phrase rule of thumb, everybody? Dr. Mormius, okay, the phrase rule of thumb, it is an old English law stating that a husband could not beat his wife with anything thicker than his thumb. That is a disgusting fact. But Mormius knew it. He does not control the facts he knows in his head. Some of them are evil. And the fingernail on the thumb takes 3 to 6 months to grow, 1.5 inches per year, so rule of thumb. It is a legal term. Go figure. Enough! Mormius has spoken on this particular subject. Okay. Do we have another?
Colin from Southampton wants to know, where is the worst possible place to be shipwrecked?
Worst place to be shipwrecked? I don't know. It is actually, I can give you the geographical position, Melanie. It is 48 degrees by 30 south, 125 degrees by 30 west in the South Pacific, and it is middle of nowhere. Totally isolated on a little raft, missing your chums. That's a pretty darn bad place to be. Okay, calm yourselves down. The nearest land is the Pitcairn Islands, and only 50 people live on Pitcairn. They're all descendants of the crew that mutinied on the Bounty. Not descendants of this crew, you crazy monkeys. Yes, there is Carpet Monster's granddad, and, oh yeah, Baby Ben's granddad. They're all there going, oh, they've got jobs in television. We're on the Pitcairn Islands. Go figure. And there's Mary lives on the Pitcairn Islands, and there's a little boy called Ralph lives on the Pitcairn Islands. Mormius knows all. Enough! Mormius has spoken, and he has a little bit of a headache. I think, you know, is that enough for Mormius today? I think that is enough. No, that is enough for Mormius. Mormius has a headache now.
There you go.
Oh, wow. Oh. Did he come? Was he here?
He was. once.
I'd never believe it. Did the Earth really move for me? How was it for you? Was it good for you? Was it good for you?
Yes,
Man, after a Morbius, I'm feeling great. Yeah. Pretty limber.
More from the brain of Dr. Morbius tomorrow, but right now this is Channel 4 and you're watching The Big Breakfast.
Okay.
Each year, the Elite Model Look Contest reveals the new supermodels of the future. Becoming a top model is all about good discipline. Your hair goes through a lot. That's why we, the professionals at Elite Model Look, recommend the Pantene system. We believe there's nothing better. Shampoo, conditioner, and intensives with Pro Vitamin B5. It's a tailor-made solution for healthy-looking hair. So when teaching good daily hair care to our future top models, we recommend Pantene. Pantene system, recommended by Elite Model Look, for hair that looks so healthy it shines.
Here, Vincent, you've been sminting again.
What? Smint?
Intensely stimulating flavours.
Right, Fusiliers! I'm a member of the public and I'm very hungry. Ooh. It's your job to fill me up. For this exercise, we'll be using live fuses, not empty wrappers as before. So, let's remember what goes into these things. Raisins, peanuts, crispy bits, fudge pieces, all fused together with tons of Cadbury's milk chocolates. Don't point it at me! There's enough Cadbury's chocolate in there to fill a very large hole in you, sonny. Dad, I got fudge on my tunic. Lily, call me a chopper.
You're a chopper, Sarge.
Don't blow a fuse! Eat one!
The clown's ad wasn't good enough. People didn't get it. I could fire you. Instead, I'm going to teach you a lesson. Drink some of this. In here. Brace yourself, Michael. Okay, Michael, I've made my point. Get out.
Well, now's the time when we find out which three lucky callers have got one step closer to stuffing their mattress with this lovely stuff there. Held by security stand. Earlier on, the Big Breakfast Big Sock Drawer gave us today's eligible full postcodes. Which were, Mel?
They were Y, S, K, L, E, G, and a U.
Okay, and yes, we asked the good people of those areas to say which celebrity mush was behind the map. And can I now ask Cockney Vic to reveal who was it, Cockney Vicky?
It was the gorgeous Yasmin LeBon. Our computer has selected three callers who matched their postcodes and rang in with the correct answer and are one step closer to winning £10,000. Qualified for tomorrow's big playoff, so to find out who that lucky caller is, let's play 10 Big Ones.
Hey! 10 Big Ones!
Yes, we're going to play 10 Big Ones when we show you 10 outsized objects and ask our callers to guess to the nearest penny, the combined cost of our Big 10. And what are they today, Melanie?
Today, our 10 super big ones are 10 big horns.
Who are we going to ask to put a price on these lovely hooters?
Okay, we've got Sharon from Uxbridge. Hello.
Hello.
How are you this morning?
I'm fine.
Good. What are you giggling at?
I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous. It's easy. It's
All
easy.
right.
Are you available to come down and play tomorrow?
Yes, I am, yeah.
All right, then.
Good,
Good luck. Cool.
Okay.
All right, on to Kieran. Hello, Kieran from Guildford.
Good morning, Melanie.
Morning. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you.
Good. And what's the first letter of your postcode?
It's G.
It's a G. And are you available to come down and play
I certainly
tomorrow?
am. I certainly am.
Good. Good luck to you. On to Pete from Leicester.
Hello, you alright?
I'm all right.
How about
You're all right. He's cool. He's cool. Are you all right, love?
Yes, thank you.
Good. And what's the first letter of your postcode?
L.
L.
Good.
And are you available to come down and see us tomorrow?
I sure am.
Good. Okay, then. Now we're going to give you a few seconds while Phil gives us
Hello.
What is this? Here's our Bill to blow his own trumpet.
Yes.
With some info about the horns.
Yes, horn number 1. It's bold, it's brassy, it's perfect for when you tell a bad joke. It's the trombone. Number 2, if Postman Pat had lived in the 18th century, he wouldn't have a cat. He'd have this post horn. Horn number 3, fill it with things that fight tooth decay, and you've got a tuber toothpaste. Gallic flare at 4. Like Sooty, this French horn only works when you've got your hand up it. At 5, horn number 5, this perfect gift for an international merchant seaman, a big old foghorn. Horn number 6, a smaller foghorn, better in light mist when you just want to startle ducks. Number 7, you can really get on your high horse with this hunting horn. And at 8, boy, I say boy, if you're foghorn leghorn, number 8's the horn for you. Horn number 9, this boogie-woogie beautiful boy of Company B wouldn't have gone far without his bugle. And finally, you can cheer the chaps on from your favourite association football team with this rather light supporters horn. Hear my horn.
Thank you very much, but I have to say that trombone isn't a horn.
It's a kind of horn.
And neither is that big thing there, that tuba.
They're kind of horns.
But they're nearly horns. I had to say it because I'm a bandswoman. I have to say it.
A bandwoman, is she ever?
All right, then. OK, then, while our callers are thinking about the total of all those horns, let's have a look at that money.
Yay! But let's see how those callers have gone on with guessing the total value of our horny combo here.
OK, then. All right, Sharon.
Hello.
Hi there. What's the total for these horns?
1,500.
OK, 1,500. OK, good luck. Kieran? What do you think? Total
3,050.
3,050. OK. And on to Pete.
2,423 pence.
Say that again.
2,423 pence. No, 2,000.
2,000.
2,000. I'm so
2,000.
sorry, I'm going deaf. Right, 2,423.
423. OK.
OK, then. Bill, would you reveal the individual prices of the horns?
OK, let's look at the individual prices. OK, the trombone could be yours, £1,200. The post horn in at 100. That big old tubby tuba, 4.5 grand. The French horn, 2.5 grand.
Wow.
The foghorn, that's the big one, £850. This slightly smaller misting foghorn for the duck one, that's £360. This one, I can't remember what it was, a oneer. How about this? £1,200 for this big green-grey thing, and that hunting horn, £90, and finally the old £7.99.
OK, then. That means the total combined cost is £10,000, £907.99p, which makes Kieran from Guildford our winner. Congratulations, Kieran.
Nicely done.
Are you looking forward to coming down tomorrow?
I certainly am. Thank you very much.
Oh, he sounds cock-a-hoop, doesn't he?
You join Corrie, Charlie and Stephen, who'll be coming down here tomorrow to play for that £10,000 live in the house.
10 grand, 10 grand. Don't despair if your postcode didn't get the call today. We'll be spinning the Big Breakfast Big Sock draw every day next week at 7:15 when you can have the chance to win a bit of weekend spending money. One more time, please stand. Let's look at that cash. Just one more time. £10,000.
Now it's time for a bunch of lads who are actually going to be live in the house tomorrow. It's 5.
What you waiting for? If you want to 3, 2, 1, let's do it! Screaming Girls, Bad Boy Antics, and Now 5 go mad in Brighton. All this week, exclusively on The Big Breakfast, we talk to the lads about love, life, fame and fortune. But today's topic is...
Life in the fast lane!
5 young lads playing the fame game meant all moving in together. That must have been nice for the neighbours.
We were bad. I'll give it... We were bad, but it was like more loud music, I think, than anything that annoyed the people, and shouting out of windows, like, you know, there's the thing that a lot of people know about. Get some bread, get some milk, you know, when they walk into the shop. That was the main thing.
I think that's the thing that did it most at first in the first house, because we didn't really make any more noise than like a couple who've got like 2, 3, 4 kids.
No, come on, we did.
It soon proved too much for 2 of them.
The Southerners can't handle it, do you know what I mean? Having a laugh and that in the house and need the mums and that, so he's gone home. Abs has gone home. So it's just me, the Brummie and the lad from Warrington, me, Jay and Rich. We all live together. We have a good laugh and he's missing out. But we just don't know.
Spending morning, noon and night together, who exactly keeps the peace?
Out of all of us, we're probably the peacemakers. The most. Peace, man.
life in the fast lane must take its toll.
Me and Jay have just got to calm down a little bit and start getting some sleep, you know what I mean, so we can get through a day's work. But I mean...
So we're getting through it like that?
It's not like we still don't go to bed every single night, though. You still got to let some of the steam off, haven't you?
So they behave themselves now, do they?
Not bad, though, are we?
Not bad.
No,
I mean, we've had a few bills to pay in hotels and stuff, but that's just
just a few laughs, innit?
I'd say with the band, for me, it would...
Where is it, Rich?
The best place.
Where is it?
Probably...
Tell him.
LA, otherwise, not with the band, Cape Town, South Africa.
Oh, lovely.
Mine would be Brighton. with the band, LA. Without the band, you're Florida. I'm happy in England, mate.
England
does roll.
Brighton.
After selling 100,000 copies of their debut album, they must be doing all right.
As for money, we've got loads of it.
On tomorrow's Big Breakfast 5, chat exclusively about their plans for world domination.
We're trying to break America, Europe and Asia at the same time.
Will be on the show tomorrow.
Yes, and still to come in today's Monster Big Breakfast, an exclusive look at the new track from R. Kelly, especially in America, Woo, and Scary Spice, Mel B's first solo single. But right now, this is Channel 4, you're watching the Big Breakfast.
Open up a Juki, it's a party in a can. Juki is so fun and fruity, you'll be dancing in the sand. Juki make you really kooky, Juki make you manly man. Juki, woo! Ah, it's a party in a can.
Trust your taste buds. Obey your thirst. Sprite.
I'm yawning in the morning when I reach for my bowl, and that wicked honey wheat that fills a hole. With milk, it's thrilling, my kind of fuel. Delicious in your dishes, it keeps me cool. I'm a sugar pop daddy with something to say. There's no better breakfast to save the day. Now that's what I call wrapped in honey. Yo, look, 2 monster hit CDs with Shaggy, Peter Andre, Eternal, and Louise. Hey, that's what I call wrapped in fur.
I reckon your ideal face wash has a lot in common with your ideal bloke. They both got this gentle power thing. A bit like this new stuff I'm using. Even though it's tough on zips, it's kind enough to use every day. And it gently exfoliates, leaving my skin feeling all soft and fresh. Gentle power from Clearasil. Gentle but powerful. What a great combination.
Kids and grown-ups love it so. The happy world of Haribo.
Wilkinson Sword bring you technology in 3 dimensions. The new Protector 3D. Its wire-wrapped blades now move in 3 ways for the optimum balance of safety and closeness. Protector 3D from Wilkinson Sword. The feel of smart design. In a fresh new line of toiletries.
Thursday, 20th of August, and I'm Phil Jubidas, hey.
Yes, you are, and I'm Melanie Sykes, and we've got Sally Gunnell in the house with her baby Finlay. He's beautiful, he's so beautiful.
Sally's husband's here as well over there, John. All right, mate?
Hello, John.
Nice to see you, sir.
I'll be talking to Sally a little bit later on.
All right.
Yes, but still to come between now and 9 o'clock. At 3 minutes past 8, we get to grips with some column inches in today's pay-per-view.
Yes, we'll be firing off the starting gun for British hurdles champion and new mum, Sally Gunnell.
Yes.
She's off the blocks at 8:20.
And at 8:35, we turn on the biggest personal stereo you've ever seen. It's as big as a double-decker bus. In fact, it is a double-decker bus.
And a little later, your chance to win a freezer full of barbecued food. What a great prize that is. In Dizzy, Busy, Fizzy. And don't forget to practice those hand movements. It's Dizzy, Busy, Fizzy. But right now, time for 2 tracks. Oh, no, that's yours.
Do it,
Melanie's,
mate, do
all right.
it.
2 tracks we think will hit the heights. It's Scary Spice, Mel B and R. Kelly in 2's Up. We have a baby in the house.
It's Finley.
No raucous big breakfast style cheering, please. OK, is that two's up there? What do you reckon that Melby? Sally Gunnell. Sally Gunnell. And Finley. What did you reckon to Mel B's?
I thought the video was great, but I wasn't so keen on the song.
Already, the big breakfast had a fine effect there, because you see the Morbius effect on the video there, the green light and scary Morbius.
He did a big yawn through it. I don't think he thought much of it. He did a big yawn through it.
Isn't it beautiful?
Oh, you must stop, I'm lactating. OK.
Oh, dear.
Well, you know, I do. You get near a baby, you just feel a little bit special, don't you?
He's off, he can feel it.
He's away there, isn't he? Isn't he lovely? What a great name Finley is as well. Although it would have been surely better if you'd been living in the Highlands and Bylands of Scotland. Finley!
Finley.
Stop hurtling, it's time for your dinner. Fantastic wee fella there, and I'm sorry if I look a little bit vacant-eyed and confused. It's just I'm hearing no noise in my little ear.
Oh, but it's fine, no, it's cool. It's all good. But I'm going to be talking to you a bit later on. We'll have a bit of a chat. What is wrong with you?
Well, you've had R. Kelly and Mel B, so now, with the time at, good Lord, 8 o'clock, Saxon Baines with a big breakfast, news and weather.
Thank you. Good morning. These are the main stories on Thursday, the 20th of August. Have A-level students made the grade? Why Clinton could be up to his neck in it? And how America's hairiest man was suddenly stripped of his title. The waiting is over. It's A-level results day in England and Wales. The good news is that the pass rate is up again, but it's only risen by 0.2%. That's the smallest increase in over a decade. And Education Secretary David Blunkett says no one can now say the exams are just getting easier. Examiners are also pleased that more students are taking science subjects, with entries for physics and biology up 3%, maths up 2.4%, and chemistry up 1.8%. Did Bill Clinton try to send Monica Lewinsky a secret message through his tie? It's emerged that the president wore one that she'd given him on the day she testified before Washington's grand jury. Lewinsky, who will be questioned again today, says she knew Clinton would be thinking of her when he wore it. He's insisting it was a coincidence. The parents of murdered 12-year-old Thomas Marshall from Norfolk have renewed their appeal for information in the hope of tracking down his killer. Thomas was found strangled at a picnic site 50 miles from home 1 year ago today. He'd left on his bike the night before to visit a friend a few miles away. Jamiroquai's J.K. has been forced into the pits. He's been banned from driving for 6 weeks for doing 111 miles an hour in one of his Ferraris. In his defense, he said he was racing home to confront a stalker, fearing she was about to burn down his mansion. Here's the sport. Britain's athletes have picked up their first medals at the European Championships in Budapest. Darren Campbell took gold in the 100 metres ahead of teammate Dwayne Chambers. Campbell says he owes much of the success to his coach, former European champion Linford Christie. In the Worthington Cup, Manchester City proved a class above second division colleagues Notts County, thumping them 7-1. Lee Bradbury made it 3-0 midway through the first half. Paul Dicker set up Sean Goater to make it 4 by half-time. Sub Jim Whitley got his first for City to make it 6. It ended 9-1 on aggregate. Here's how the weather looks. Average temperatures should reach 18 degrees Celsius. Expect rain all over the country, ranging from heavy in Scotland to light showers in the south this morning, and drizzle in between. After lunch, northern Scotland may see a glimmer of sunshine, but apart from that, it'll be a drab afternoon for most of us. And the 5-day forecast. Tomorrow should be another wet day. Saturday will be drier, but the week is set to start with a squelch, with rain on Sunday and Monday before drying up again on Tuesday. After years of bad hair days, a man from Chicago is finally feeling good. Keith Young used to look like this until he entered a competition to find America's hairiest man. He easily won the title and a prize, which included free laser electrolysis treatment. Now, after a full day under the needle, he hopes he'll be soft as a baby's bottom for the rest of his life. And that's the way the world is at 8:03. It's back to Phil and Melanie.
Hey, Saxon beans, Saxon beans, Saxon beans. Saxon, did you not? That man, that guy having his hairy back shaved there, didn't it make you feel about the lads from the old country with the horn and Saxon beans?
I did a bit, but you know, I don't like rugs at all.
Oh, there you go. I mean, there's Saxon Baines there, carpet monster completely out with Saxon Baines there. She doesn't like rugs. She's not going to like the carpet monster.
And do you have a rug, Phil?
Not I. One crazily hairy nipple. Go figure.
I'm going to ask Melanie. Okay. Does he have a rug now?
Saxon Baines, ladies and gentlemen. Big breakfast, news and weather, and how about that? Who's it? The gold medal. The fellow won the gold medal there, wasn't it? Darren Campbell. Sally, is that a good thing for the old?
Yeah,
is he a mate?
brilliant. No, he's a guy that's sort of 24, just sort of young, but going to go on to do a lot of things.
Fantastic. A young future star of British athletics, Darren Campbell. Darren.
Welcome, Darren.
But what is that cry I hear from the street corner? I certainly will, you crinkly old news vendor with your cloth cap and your crazy cockney ways. Yes, it's time for the Big Breakfast paper review. The headlines and the Times held there, for goodness sake. Who's this? Sunday Times? Victor Abuga. Hooray! How you doing now? You all right?
Not bad.
Welcome. And he's a stocky fella.
He's big.
Big breakfast. Big breakfast. We're going to whip it in later. You wait. So the Times goes with doubling rushing-in laws to curb terrorism. The Irish Republic has announced draconian measures to clamp down on terrorists like the real IRA. So that's the Times headlines there. Daily Mail. Doctor quizzed over 20 deaths. The police are investigating the death of 20 of one doctor's patients after it emerged he benefited from one dead patient's will. So, sinister story there. The Star. Crazed blonde stalks the... Oh, we've got a little... Baby crying. There's a little bit of editorial comment. A little news for babies there.
Oh, Finley! He wants to read the Times instead.
News for babies. It's a television first. News for babies. Weep all about it. Cry all about it. Yeah, crazed blonde stalks Denise's pop lover. Jamiroquai singer JK told magistrates he was only doing 111 miles an hour in his Ferrari because he needed to get home before a stalker burnt his house down. So apparently there was some incident there. So them's is the headlines. I believe I have to do something else now. What is it?
Get in there!
Okay, let's get right in there.
Get in there.
Feeling good this morning. We got a baby in. Right, the Daily Star, front of the Daily Star. The horrible story on the front of the Daily Star here. A thief. Stupid thief story. I do love a good stupid criminal story. America's dumbest criminals. A thief mucked up when he tried to siphon fuel from a mobile home. He stuck a hose into what he thought was the petrol tank, sucked, and found he had put his hose into the sewage tank by mistake.
That's appalling.
In Seattle, USA.
Serves him right.
Eek. Dumbest criminals. How about this from the Daily Star? Tipsy Dipsy goes gaga. Devoted toddlers just couldn't believe their eyes when 4 drunken Teletubbies started brawling on a cross-channel ferry. A marathon 10-hour session of beer and la lager ended in a bloody punch-up, and it only ended when crew members stepped in to separate Tipsy Dipsy and Paralytic Poe. Yes, it all kicked off between the Teletubbies. They were drinking all the way there and all the way back. Some children were really upset at the way they behaved. You can imagine. I can see what happened, though. You know what it is with those Teletubbies? You know, they probably just said, we'll go down to the bar for a quick half, but then it's again, again, again.
It's you, Auntie Gogo. Who are you looking at? You looking at me? You looking at me? You look at me? You look at me? You look at me, boy.
Never take the tubbies. Crazy Teletubbies there. How about this? This from the Sun. TV show Survival of the Fattest, and I have to stand up and salute this lady. She gets the big Phil Jupiter salute of the week there. Hungry Elaine Murphy was kicked off a TV show Survival Challenge for scoffing the vital emergency rations on the first night. Vegetarian Elaine refused to munch worms and insects with her team, so she sneaked off and ate Linda McCartney meat-free sausages from supplies. She just refused. No, what she actually said in her defence was, Elaine from Worthing, Sussex, said, I wasn't there to prove I could starve. So on the first night, her survival skills, first night out in the wilds. No, I've got to eat. I'm sorry. When you've got the grub being held up to you, she's got her nice nettle salad and a couple of acorns there, and she's looking at it going, I'm going to hit the hut. You know, there's no way, no how. Survival. So could you do that? Do you reckon you could survive in the wilds?
I like my creature comforts.
You have to be at home?
I have to be at home and have all my bits and bobs around.
In the Middle Ages, you know, ride through medieval banquets. Big I I'll have the hogshead, please. Ride through, medieval banquet. Should have thought it through, shouldn't have really said it. I am on television. Okay. The Times goes with in fact, I would like the lovely Melanie Sykes to read out this headline.
A funky new stage show to dazzle the Tory faithful.
There's
You
nothing
like the way I said
quite like
funky?
the lovely Melanie Sykes saying funky, is there? Because it is funky, as opposed to funky.
Funky. I don't say it that bad.
Say monkey.
Monkey.
A funky pop concert style stage is the latest weapon in William Hague's efforts to show how much the Tories have changed since the election defeat. And he's got, if you can see here, is there a camera going to come over my shoulder and look? We've got the layout of the gig here that they've got. Instead of traditional Tory blue, the backdrop's going to be illuminated by bright coloured lights. And this is the stage area here. They're going to be bright lights. It's going to be a rock and roll stage area. And you look here, they've got all the punters sitting there. They're all going to be up there. And they've got this round area here with a central podium. Wrong move, wrong move. What they want to do is actually convert this area to a moshing pit for the Tory faithful. That's what we want. We want to have real twin-set ladies from Droitwich in all their gear and the pearls, like, giving it the full that. Carpet monster on top of them. But I disagree with your policies, whatever, you know what I mean. Fantastic there. Peter Lilly, stage diving. That's what you want if you really want to update it. Snoop Doggy Tebbit, it's just a thought. Big speech, the ladies not for raving. That's how they are. They're trying to rock and roll their image up. And it is on the same page. I could not understand this. You've got all that about and the fact that Tory aides have described the set of this new Tory conference as cool, highly arresting, state-of-the-art and funky. Central office, focus, focus. It's highly arresting and funky. It can't be highly arresting and funky, no, unless you're Melanie Sykes. And also they go Hague's Catholic policy. The Conservative Party yesterday named the team that will lead its campaign to woo churchgoers. They're going for disco people and churchgoers. So I can see one vote, Donna Summer. Yeah. That is it. There's their one vote, as far as I can see there. So that's the news there. This is a very interesting one. Obviously, we're at the heart of the silly season here. But the Daily Mail has got an interesting feature here, a handy guide to your love life. A new study has found that the length of a man's ring finger is closely linked to his levels of the hormone testosterone.
Oh, really?
That's that. Check that out there. We've got a little... And apparently, right, well, it says, men whose third finger is much longer than their index finger...
Which is...
It's about the same. Mine's about the same.
Yours is, yeah.
They have the most testosterone and higher love drive, scientists have said. So any crew out there got, the obscenely long third ring finger there on the odd left hand?
Yours is quite short, baby
Ben. Baby Ben? No, Baby Ben. I know. Baby Ben. I don't think those hands are made for loving. Men with similar sized digits are more likely to prefer a bedtime mug of cocoa, Baby Ben, but we knew that anyway, because he's Baby Ben. And Baby Ben has been sulking for the last half hour because there's another baby in the house. Baby Ben, apparently, Finley won't share his rattle with Baby Ben. Forget the fighting Teletubbies, we're going to have battling babies later on. Even though most people are lopsided, that's true, if you look at that, we are indeed, many of us, there's a slight kind of, really lopsided. Scientists suspect symmetry is a sign of good general health. So if you look at the old fingers and you think, but it's not longer, I'm not sexy, you're in good health. There you go, you see?
Both options good?
Both options are good there. Now, in a tied-in feature here, what the lunchtime snack tells the office about you. This is from the Express. For the sensitive world of office politics, it says here, the filling you eat and the bread you choose reveals as much about your social standing and ambitions. Finally, the sandwich is the big new key to what someone's personality is like. Next time you pop out and pick a plain cheese and pickle, think again, because you could be labelled unambitious if you eat cheese and pickle. Unambitious, eating cheese and pickle. However, if you go for a thick, exotic breads like ciabatta, with sun-dried tomatoes and pastrami, you're a go-getting ambitious person.
How ridiculous.
Well, let's yeah. Well, if you're a filing clerk schlep, you can only afford cheese and pickle. Am I right? So your executives can afford the ciabatta and the sun-dried tomatoes, can't they? And it's a good way, if you want to find your ideal partner, is to hang around a sandwich shop, because you get both the fingers and the sandwich together. So if you check the filling out, look at the fingers, you know how good they are at loving, from what they're eating, you know. You are laughing, indeed. Okay. And finally, this is just an absolute... Have I got it here? Yes, I have. This is just fantastic, right? Kalashnikov, this is from The Guardian, Kalashnikov-wielding anti-terrorist forces were on hand yesterday to defend competitors in Russia's World Drafts Cup held this year in Chechnya, one of the most dangerous places on earth. Although drafts is a non-contact sport with no significant following among hooligans. Drafts to the max. Yes, there was drafts there, contact drafts. That, I believe, was the paper review in its entirety.
Break it to pun down.
Now this is Channel 4 and you're watching and me. It's The Big Breakfast.
Oh, it's hot in here.
Yes, I'm melting.
Watch out.
Over here, look, it's the thing.
Oh, and he's opening the thing.
Oh, you know what that means? Coca-Cola! Check out that view.
Oh, I can taste it already.
Here it Wow, that hit the spot.
Get clubbed out in Ibiza. 35 of the hottest summer tunes from the party paradise. Clubbed out in Ibiza. Out now.
Kids and grown-ups love it so. The happy world of Haribo.
All Men in Black agents. Aliens have invaded. Caution, some are full of surprises, others hard to catch, but all can be found here.
This classified.
2 new Men in Black toys each week. Find one of 12 inside $1.99 Kids Club meals. Only at Burger King.
Now, the future is coming. It's mutated. Into what? Fear it.
Mother, something's wrong.
Face it. The truth is something you never guess. Fight it. In the motion picture event of the year, The X-Files.
Watch The Big Breakfast every day this week from 7 and you could win our 10k giveaway. If you know your own postcode, you're in with a chance of walking off with wads of cash. The Big Breakfast. If you view it, it could be you.
I'm Melanie Sykes.
And I'm Jabba the Hutt. Coming at you with a part of the show that is... It's the pun down. Oh, okay. The Daily Star goes with the story. A company launches edible greeting cards for dogs.
Nice.
For dogs. Okay. It's a good one, this. This goes with the pun. Greetings. Greetings. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay, the Daily Mail goes with a very interesting story. A man wears the same jacket at least once a week for 61 years, and we're not talking about Grandpa John there. As you know, used to look after the locks here, and he's now moved down to Kent, where they are building a wicker man of him to burn him at Yeah, this old fella has got the same jacket for 61 years. The pun? Made to treasure. Made to treasure. Made to treasure. Okay. The Sun, however, this is a great one. This the #1 one today. The story: Kylie Minogue is spotted shopping twice. Kylie. You see Linton now. Said Kylie and straight away Kylie. It's oscillating like I don't know what. Kylie Minogue spotted shopping twice, each time with a different man. Although both men look the same. Okay, the pun. It's Kylie Twinno. Kylie Twinno.
Okay, that was the Bundo. Do you fancy winning £10,000?
Yes!
You do? I'm not surprised. I can't think of anyone I know who wouldn't. Well, it could be you. You could win 10 grand in your pocket if you watch this.
Woo!
Hi, I'm Carpet Monster. And I'm here to tell you that if you play our hilarious new competition, Dizzy Busy Fizzy, you can win this incredible freezer. Show them the freezer, Vicky. But that's not all, because this freezer is jam-packed with quality frozen barbecue grill food from Dale Pack. Isn't that just great?
That's right, Carpet. We've got beef, pork, and lamb grill steaks. Also, premium burgers and a range of vegetarian products.
That's great, Vicky. Now, for your chance of winning, let's open the freezer and see what the question is.
The question is, sushi is A, a style of Japanese food, B, a make of Japanese motorbike, C, the lead singer of the Banshees. Call 0891 447744 with your answer. Call should cost no more than 25 pence, and if you're under 18, please ask permission before calling.
Okay then, our next guest is an Olympic gold medal winner and a sports commentator. Now she's going for a new endurance event, motherhood. Meet the great Sally Gunnell. Oh, baby, I'm so, broody now. It's terrible. He's beautiful.
He's a good little boy.
He's gorgeous. Now, you just had baby Finley, haven't
Yeah,
you?
he's 11 weeks.
Oh,
first TV appearance,
Oh, he's doing
I
ever
think he
so
likes
well.
it.
Yeah, he looks very happy, doesn't he?
He does.
You're so cute. You're so beautiful. Yeah. Oh, gosh, I've got to do an interview and I've gone gaga. It's
Pull yourself together.
Okay, it's obviously going to change your life. Oh, he's gripping me really strongly. How's it changed your life?
Oh, it's just so different from running. You know, when you're running, it's all very much, you know, you're thinking of yourself all the time, and it's, you know, you've just got to go out and think of nobody else. But with him, it's like, you know, you come second almost. You know, all your time is spent making sure that he's all right and everything, and it's just wonderful. You know, I had a brilliant career and I loved it all, but you know, I'm really enjoying this now. You know, it's lovely that I had all that nice running and the excitement of it all, and now I can really enjoy him.
Do you miss it at all, though?
I hadn't done. Like, everyone kept asking me during the winter when everyone was training hard and stuff, and I was like, no, not at all, what's wrong with me? But I watched the Europeans, obviously, the last couple of days, and I've just started to sort of get that feeling of not, you know, I loved sort of putting myself on the line and sort of, you know, that feeling of winning, I suppose. And
Yeah,
seeing all the other Brits doing well, you know.
Was it quite good while you were pregnant, though, because you didn't have to stick to a regime of exercise and what foods you've got to eat? You could actually go a bit
Well,
mad.
no, the whole thing was that I sort of fell pregnant straight away after sort of finishing running, so I'd finished all that sort of, you know, thinking, right, don't have to worry about what I'm eating now. And of course then fell pregnant with him, so I thought, well, I've got to now get back onto making sure that I'm not eating too many bad things. So I haven't actually had a good sort of like booze up or anything yet.
Oh,
so.
you can't now. You won't be able to do that for a while, will you?
I know, we'll make up for it one day.
And I've got this question here. It says, how did giving birth compare to 400-metre hurdles? And as a woman asking a woman, I just find that a bit odd. But I mean, obviously, it's quite a heavy-duty thing to go through. How was it for you?
I mean, I was very lucky. I mean, when I hear sort of some of the other sort of gory, horrible stories, I realise how lucky I was. And I got up to the hospital and I was sort of almost, you know, 7 inches dilated, which means that you're nearly,
you're nearly there.
7 centimetres. Look, John's laughing over there. That'd be painful. And then so it was like, it wasn't
So
too
it was-
bad.
yeah,
And I was thinking, oh, I've got this sauce, I haven't had to have any painkillers or anything at that point. And it was brilliant. It's just amazing, the whole thing, and you produce this baby at the end of it.
I
and
know, it's
we were freaked out.
Well, you've been married to John, is it 6 years?
Yeah, I've been married 6 years. God, I'm glad you know that.
And you've did Hello as well, didn't you? Have you ever been worried about the curse of Hello? Because everybody seems to break up, it's weird, isn't it?
Well, we're still together. Is 6 years a record? Probably is, isn't it?
It probably is. It probably is. And John's also an athlete, isn't he?
Yeah, he was an athlete when we met, sort of like nearly 13 years ago now, and he got injuries, same sort of problems as me, Achilles, and ended up having to retire early. So. Yeah.
Oh, but is little Finley going to be an athlete?
I don't know. Everyone keeps saying he's got long legs and big feet, so who knows? I mean,
what do you want him to do?
Oh, I don't know, there's more money in golf, isn't there, and things
Yeah,
like that.
that's true. Oh, yeah.
Tennis, no. I mean, if he'd love to do athletics, then fine, but I would never coach him or push him or anything like that. I'd love him to do sport, because it is a brilliant
I mean, he's
start
bound
for
to,
anyone.
because he's going to be surrounded by it, isn't he?
I hope so. He'll either rebel. He might rebel against it all.
He might be a rock star.
Exactly. Why not?
An actor. He could be anything.
Don't your mum's voice, eh? Poor thing.
And you retired from athletics about a year ago.
Yeah.
Is there any point that you actually do miss it, even though you've got your family and you're busy?
What, cheeky boy? Yeah, I mean, it's I'm pleased that I still do sort of like the athletics on Channel 4, because it means that I can, see all the other athletes and keep in touch, because, you spent so many years making friends on the circuit and things like that. That's what I really miss more than anything. So I can still keep in touch with them. I suppose I do miss, the little bit of the competition side and the winning, but I don't miss the hard training or any of that sort
and
of
you
thing.
won quite a few medals, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, that was it. I mean, I set my goals sort of, probably 8 years ago, and, went out and achieved them, and it was hard to sort of keep myself motivated.
What was the best one? What was the best thing
What
that you
was the best
won?
one? It's got to be the Olympics, 1992, Barcelona. Just every athlete's dream, to have an Olympic gold medal, and I still find it hard now. I think I did that.
I know, it's amazing. It really is. And now you're commentating on Channel 4. Is it on trackside?
Yeah, we do the magazine show each week during the summer and some of the winter, and we're doing the live coverage of all the home meetings as well. So we've got Glasgow, not this weekend, the following weekend.
So you're watching on the sidelines going, I want to race, I want to race.
Well, no, I mean, I'm sort of, I don't know, you can really get into sort of like what I'm doing and the presenting side, and I get quite nervous because of that, because it's quite live, and I get quite a buzz from that. So, because I'm getting the buzz there, I'm not really sort of thinking, oh, I wish I was out there sort of running around with the other guys, but quite enjoying that side of it.
Well, listen, it's absolutely lovely to have you here. Thank you for bringing Finley in.
That's a pleasure.
He's beautiful, and your husband, John.
Thank you.
Give it up for Sally and Finley. Yes, you're a star, baby.
It's a good one.
Still to come, sing as I Get the Bill and the musical monsters made out of double-decker bus. I'm still waiting for the crew to join in. While they get out their pencils, this is Channel 4, you're watching The Big Breakfast.
Yay! Coming up in the last half hour, can rugby international Victor Abogu beat Tony Blackburn's stunning total of 0 in Dizzy Busy Fizzy? And Zig and Zag are back at the Bill interviewing some very unusual suspects. It's all in the last half hour.
Ace bleach. Ace is a different type of bleach. It boosts your detergent without bleaching the colours. Brilliant.
This is Ultimate Club Mix 2. 43 of the biggest anthems of all time. Ultimate Club Mix 2. Out now.
The world awakened this morning as containers of a dark liquid known as Dr. Pepper have appeared throughout the globe. The government has been called into emergency session.
Y no tengamos más información de Dr. Pepper.
We know this much. It is not a cola. Repeat, it is not a cola.
See? I told you they'd love it.
With fruit acids, Sun Selective's new rejuvenating shampoo leaves your hair squeaky clean, even if you're not.
Where can you find permanently low prices on crusty bread, freshly baked the way it used to be? Tender, healthy choice meats prepared in-store by our craft butchers especially for you. And fresh from the field, mouth-watering fruit and veg. At Asda,
Fresh food at permanently low prices forever. That's Asda price.
Watch The Big Breakfast every day this week from 7 and you could win our 10k giveaway. If you know your own postcode, you're in with a chance of walking off with wads of cash. The Big Breakfast. If you view it, it could be you.
Welcome back to The Big Breakfast. She's Melanie Sykes.
And he's a very big boy.
Hey, I'm a big baby. As you may have seen, we've had some nude poets on the show throughout this morning. We'd just like to say good morning to the nude poets. Are you there? Good morning, nude poets.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, and I'm glad to say none of the crew has been tempted to join them. And, you know, I am actually quite relieved. You can imagine this lot naked. Can you imagine some of them?
But,
aren't they gorgeous, that crew? Can you imagine the crew naked?
But where's Baby Ben, though?
I don't know. Where is he?
Where is Baby
Where's
Ben?
Baby Ben?
Where is he?
You imagine the naked crew, but...
Oh, no! As I wondered, lonely as a cloud, as a naked flower, I look at my clock and I shout out loud, it's time for the last half hour!
Yay! Yes, our blessed little Ben's cotton socks, because it's all he's wearing. Look at that time.
Okay, there's plenty more things still to come. Dickens our cop off behind the scenes with a cast at the bill, and then it's a very special guest appearance by our own Denise Van Outen in an early role on the bill.
And somebody, could it be you, Mrs., will win a freezer chock full of barbecue food. Great prize for the end of the summer.
Okay, but right now it's over to Saxon Baines with the Big Breakfast news and weather.
Yay!
Thank you. Good morning. These are the main stories on Thursday, the 20th of August. The results are in for A-level students. Nessie's monster salary blows her out of the water. And the lollipop music that you don't need ears for. It's the moment of truth for 200,000 teenagers in England and Wales. A-level results are out today. Overall, Welsh students have done best. They've scored a pass rate of 92.5% compared with 87.8% for the UK as a whole. As well as marking the papers, examiners have found that fewer sixth formers are studying French, German and history, while more take up new subjects like business studies, computing and media and sports studies. A peaceful point's being made with a vigil in Black Rock, the hometown of the man believed to be the leader of the real IRA, who carried out the Omagh bombing. The town was united in its condemnation.
If these people live in this town, they could be standing beside me and I wouldn't know them. If they are in this town, they're not welcome in this town, and they could take their hate and go somewhere else.
Labour could be destined for a head-on crash with the motor industry. The pressure group Friends of the Earth says a leaked document reveals that car makers are planning a multi-million-pound campaign against John Prescott's transport policy. The car giants have rubbished the report, claiming they want to help the government achieve its green objectives. Dome chiefs say designs for the religious section of the project will be ditched if they don't get a sponsor. They say the so-called Spirit Zone has been the most difficult area of the scheme to get backing. Few people appear to have faith in it. Britain's larger-than-life answer to America's Oprah Winfrey has parted company with ITV. Talk show host Vanessa Feltz allegedly wanted a hefty pay rise, swelling her income from the show to £2.75 million over 2 years. Her lawyers say it wasn't about money, but about career development. The Japanese company behind Tamagotchis are launching a musical toy that you don't need ears for. The silent shout looks like a lollipop, but it's really a transmitter that sends sound directly into your head through the teeth. Licking it activates the music. Unfortunately, the tunes aren't that tasty. Here's how the weather looks. Average temperatures should reach 18 degrees Celsius. Expect some rain all over the country, ranging from heavy in Scotland to light showers in the south this morning and drizzle in between. After lunch, northern Scotland may see a glimmer of sunshine, but apart from that, it'll be a drab afternoon for most of us. And the 5-day forecast. Tomorrow should be another wet day. Saturday will be drier, but the week is set to start with a squelch, with rain on Sunday and Monday before drying up again on Tuesday. That's the way the world is at 8:33. It's back to the house.
Saxon Baines there, Big Breakfast News. Thanks very much, Saxon. Well, as you know, there are thousands of young bands in the UK struggling to get deals, and loads of them contact us here at the Big Breakfast trying to get on the show, and every once in a while one of these young bands really takes our fancy. And joining us today, would you please welcome the Lounge Assassins? Yay! So it's Cab and Richard.
That's right.
And Richard with the band. And tell us a bit about the band. What sort of music do you perform?
It's a whole range of influences, you know, from guitar stuff through to dance stuff. Like our drummer's a dance producer.
Oh, right, yeah,
We just
good.
like to think we combine all elements. But what you'll be seeing today is pretty much sort of live sound, the guitar bass.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most bands send demo tapes out to record companies, but you, the Lounge Assassins, they've done something a little bit different. Yes. Check that baby out. My word. It's a bus. It's a bus! Talk us through what you've done to this bus.
Basically, the whole bus has been gutted out. There's a stage upstairs. There's a 12K sound system.
It's a huge tape machine, isn't it?
Yeah,
fantastic.
basically,
Nicely, you see? You send demo tapes and they've done a tape player.
We wanted to create the biggest demo tape in the world, basically.
That's
the
what
biggest
you've
and
done.
loudest. So.
That's what you've done. I mean, why a bus? Because lots of bands I know use flatbed trucks like the Stones and that. Why a bus?
It's just the best way to actually take the gig to the record companies.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, rather than trying to get them to your gig, we took the gig to them. So.
How long did it take you to convert it?
Probably about 9 months in total.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, you actually finished making it 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was about 3 weeks. Yeah.
I mean, where have you been with it so far?
Well, we spent a whole week going up to record companies, just parking outside of buildings and playing to them. We played to about 25, 35 record companies, something like that.
I like that.
Wow.
Let's annoy the weasels in their own offices. That's what I say. Oh, why do it? No, take the mountain to Mohammed. I believe that's the expression that you do. Have you any company interest?
Yeah, it's been great. It's been really good. I mean, to be honest, it's kind of got a bit out of control, and we got this far on our own now, but we're looking to get a manager in, I think, now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. How loud is the big bus?
Well, when we actually played it to record companies, we had to half the volume because it was.
Is it very powerful?
Well, yeah, as I say, it's about 12K, but you couldn't play that in the
Wow,
pitch. 12K.
12K. That's pretty loud. Yeah. So you're going to perform for us today? Play nice and loud?
Yeah, sure.
Fantastic. Well, could I possibly ask the roadies to spark up the generator, and the lads are going to go up now and join the band. There they go. They're going upstairs. While they're getting ready, we have our very own music expert here on the Big Breakfast, the Carpet Monster, a man who knows not only about volume but about rock. He has very literally his finger on the pulse of the music scene now, and this is loud. Are you going to test?
This is big, yeah.
Test the big bus for us, Carpet.
Yeah, I'm going to
test. Were you
test
excited when you saw it?
Oh, it's amazing.
It's great,
it's
isn't
amazing.
it? I mean, you'd love a bus like this on one of your routes coming to work, wouldn't you?
I'd love a bus.
He'd be
every
hailing
morning.
this one at a request every single time, wouldn't he? Well, OK, Carpet's used to standing next to the big speakers at the gigs. He's volunteered to test the power of the bus. 12K of raw electric sound. I've got the industrial ear defenders here, Carpet. Do you want to use them? Carpet is not wearing the defenders, that is what he wants. As you know, well, we're ready to go now. Carpet, please, what I'd like you to do is assume the position there. Band, are you ready? Band, are you ready to go? Up there, the Lounge Assassins.
No guitar.
They're just plugging in some last instruments now, preparing. Carpet Monster, are you ready?
I'm ready to go.
Okay, we're plugged in. I think we're almost ready to go with the Lounge Assassins here. You ready, boys? Oh, yes, it's a live gig experience here, Lockside, at the Big Breakfast. Lounge Assassins, you guitarists, keep playing. For goodness sake, take it away!
Reaching out, digging down, but what exactly, heaven knows. I bet you heard our sounds of wonder. That's not the way
Incredibly loud here. Oh my goodness! Really is loud. Well, this really is. We're breaking up. I'm not sure how much more we can take. I'm trying to quiet the band down on the heel. Carpet Monster. Here's a close encounter with the boys in blue from Vlog. Yes, it's second sex. Oh no, Blakey's coming. No, Blakey, no!
Hey, Zach, look what I'm doing, right?
Yes, it's
Police! Van Houten! Police! You see him?
Yes, Sig, thank you.
Oh.
Now, just no more of that, right? We've got to do an interview now.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Graham Cole who plays PC Tony
Well, where
Stamp.
is he then? Where is
He's
he?
in here, isn't he?
Boys.
Morning, Graham.
Good morning, good
Hiya,
morning.
Graham!
I've got a runaway bulldozer. Does anyone know how to stop it?
Emergency!
Emergency brake!
You're supposed to be the advanced driver.
Thanks. Go back! Go back!
You were a regular, right, on the bill for 2 years before they gave you the role of PC Stamp. Is that right?
PCX. That's all that was on the script,
So you were.
PCX.
Really?
It's very sad, didn't have a name.
No?
No, it's really sad.
Were you an extra? You used to drive panda cars and stuff like that?
Yeah, they actually brought me in to do, like, the fight sequences.
No way.
You know,
Wow.
because I'm very good at doing that sort of
Oh,
thing, you see. That's,
yes.
That's
Very
very
good. Thank you. Well, isn't it true that you're the only person on the crew, like, who has no stunt double?
That is true. There's no one big enough to double me.
And you've got to do it yourself?
I do all the car driving.
Well, like, what's the most dangerous thing you've ever done?
Well, without getting sort of too heavy this time in the morning,
Yeah.
they're all potentially dangerous because we do them on the real streets of London.
Left into the industrial estate. Right, we got them now.
So no one gets in the way.
That's a dead end. They're turning down a dead end. Slow down. Tony!
Do they give you special training before you get into sort of driving cars and
Well,
stuff?
in my youth, I used to race cars and you know, do a
Ah,
lot of
that's
rallying and
helpful.
that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm an IAM member, Institute of Advanced Motorists and all
Oh,
that
that's
stuff.
pretty cool.
And the police have trained me. I've been up to Hendon 4 or 5
Have you?
times.
Have you done like real police training?
Yeah.
But listen, do you want to watch it? Well, we've got a really good video package lined up.
Have you?
Yeah, we catch up with other famous faces from the past
I'd love
in
it, boys.
Old Bill.
Take a look at this,
Check this
Greg.
out.
Miss Curtis?
Yeah?
Detective Sergeant Pierce, Sunhill. You made a complaint a week ago about some investments and then withdrew it.
Do you want to sit down?
You gave Charlie Mason £250 to invest for you in a company called Viceroy Financial Services Limited.
Yeah, that's right.
How did you meet Mr. Mason?
Charlie, some party, I forget. He got me the job doing the round card in the ring at boxing matches. Knows a lot of people in that world.
Oh, I'm here in the canteen on the set of the bill, and here's my guest, Scott Neal, who plays BC Luke Ashton.
Come on, step away from the edge, please, sir. Away from the edge, please.
Luke? Never was very good at paying up.
Away from the edge, please, sir.
I did an episode with Rick Mail, and
Oh, he's
that was
cool.
great. That
I
was
like
really good fun, and I enjoyed that, and he was a great person to work with. So
He's
that's
mad,
probably one of my
isn't he?
favourite. Yeah, absolutely crazy.
Brilliant. And another thing, you know, with your baby face and all, does looking so young ever limit the roles you get?
Not really, because you just get put up for a certain amount of
Yeah.
what you can actually go up for. But
Right.
but I still haven't grown a hair on my face yet, so I think I've still got a long time until I start playing roles at
Hi, guys. Ooh. Hi, Sarge.
Good morning.
Hi, Scott.
Morning.
All right. Hey, look, here's the thing, Scott, right? Before joining the bill, I remember you were in The Knock, London's Burning, and Prime Suspect. Are you ever going to accept a role outside the emergency services?
One day maybe, if I get paid enough money, then I'll do it. That's it.
What's that noise?
I don't know, what is it?
It's coming from behind that door.
I'm going to crack you, you're going to get a beating, and then I'm going to whip you.
Well, it sounds like an interrogation to me.
Okay, you're going to fry.
I best go have a look.
I think you should.
Cover me,
You go have a
Sarge.
look.
I'm going in.
Sounds nasty.
Crack. Beat. Whip. And fry.
Hey, see you tomorrow for more top billing like this.
Now, my records show that The Bill is a highly successful police drama. What are the reasons for this, Mr. Conway?
There's one simple reason. It's the best thing on television.
Bye! Bye!
See ya.
I think we should see Denise again. She must have only been about 13 or 14. Should we have a look again?
Look at her there.
Oh, glamour plus, eh?
I'd give her 10, I don't know about 6. She's from Essex, that's what you say, I'm sorry, that's the way it is. Well, Denise may very well once have been in the bill, and Bill Clinton might wanting to be stay in office, but the British public, what they really want to see It's the Prince of Canines, ladies and gentlemen, the Whippet. Please, everybody whip it. Let's see the crew there. Baby Ben, formerly naked Baby Ben there, whippeting. I think his thinness really adding to the... And remember, the way to do the whippet, you clench the wrist there.
Girls, it
push
gives
the
you a
arms
really
down.
good cleavage too, if you notice.
And it does. It's just... Thank you so much, Grandfather John. Thank you so much, Grandfather John there. Wow, it's a wrong sort of cam there, but you got to look worried.
Okay.
Okay.
The whipping craze has swept the country, and we've got loads of photographs here.
Got some great ones here. The first one is from Martin and daughter Emma from Heathrow. Looking at that, he's more of a bulldogger there. Look at the tattoos on the whippet, giving it a
there's no
very
disguising
sinister
that
edge.
bulldog.
The tattoos there, blending with the whip. It shows you there's a lot of patriotism. A man of patriotism normally would bulldog, can empathise with the whippet. I feel that's keen there. Look at him.
Okay.
Look at that. The tat's adding a lot.
Okay, this one's from Lisa and Jessie Rawley's from Chestnut. Very good facial expressions there.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely worried.
Fine. Lovely muzzle work there.
Yeah,
lovely muzzle.
Cheeks are good. Cheeks are really
Beautiful
good.
muzzle. That's a nice one. And the one I've got here... oh, no, you've got one there. You're
It's
next.
me, it's me.
Yeah.
All right, a double-decker whippet next from Janet and Steve from Luton. Look at that.
Genius. Double genius. Double-decker whip.
Steve's not quite getting it right on the arms there. He's doing a bit of bulldog
I believe
there.
it looks like a bulldog whippet cross. It's a first. With a first bulldog whipping cross.
It's a mongrel.
What are we going to do?
You got another one?
And I've got, and finally, a picture really makes me proud. A superb display. Senior Eileen, Betsy, and Violet from Harold Hill. Essex whippeting are the highest quality there. I know the whippet, a northern dog, but Essex whippeting done in Southend. Ladies, we salute your senior citizen like genius. We
Okay,
salute
to brush
the
up on your
genius.
whippet technique, let's all have a go.
Let's all whip it.
Let's all whip it just to show everybody what it is.
Arms together, nice and straight. The address, lovely Melanie, they can send your whippets too if you can do
It's the
them.
Big Breakfast, Lockkeepers Cottages, Old Ford Lock, London E3 2 AM.
Okay, we've done
On the
then,
next
sorry.
page,
Getting rid of my bits of paper, we're on the next page. Oh, my word, I'm all... So, we're playing Dizzy Busy Fizzy, aren't we?
We
For
are.
goodness sake.
And
who's playing it with us today?
I knew you'd ask me this.
Victor, very good. Victor's here! Big Victor!
We'll be playing Dizzy Busy Fizzy right after the break. Now, this is Channel 4. And what are they watching, Victor?
Big Breakfast.
Yes!
Kids and grown-ups love it so. The happy world of Haribo.
How do babies become big kids? They practice what big kids do. That's why we invented Pull-Up's Practice Pants. They're just like big kids' pants. So with your help, he can practice to keep his pants dry. Until...
Mummy, wow!
Practice makes perfect with Pull-Ups.
There's a side to you that craves nature and purity. A side that's sheer Mullah fruit corner. But then, your sentimental side says Mullah Crumble is the corner to cozy in with.
There's your frivolous side, too. It yells that Mullah Crunch Corner is the chocolate taste to die for. Die to die for.
And what about your ritzy, glitzy, extravagant side? When all else fails, indulge yourself with Mullah Candy Corner. For every side of you, there's a corner.
Welcome back to the Big Breakfast. I'm Melanie Sykes.
And I'm Phil Jupiter.
Yes. Now we're going to set you spinning with the giddiest game on TV. It's Dizzy, Busy,
Man alive,
this pepsical new competition. We take one celebrity and we test their physical fitness.
Yes, will they cope with the dizzy heights and the frenetic fears that is the world of entertainment?
Or will they fall flat? Let's find out with today's star contestant, Victor Abogo! Man Mountain!
It's huge!
Victor, what was your first big break into the world of sport?
Well, I suppose going to boarding school in Devon sort of introduced me to rugby for the first time.
At school, and school is the place they learn those big sports.
It certainly is.
So and what's your proudest moment in your career?
Proudest moment, I think it'll have to be winning my first cap for England.
Oh,
in '92.
The England cap, not quite as good as the dizzy helmet will do. That's no England cap, but I tell you, it's a quality headgear. So what I'm going to do, you may be a star, but can you spin to win, Victor Abogo, as I walk you and face the challenge of our assault course here. What you have to do, okay? You have to hold the wand of doom above your head there, and you have to do 10 complete spins, whilst looking up at it. Hold it with both hands. 10 complete rotations, which we'll count off. No cheating, please, Victor. We don't want the Tony Blackburn incident happening all over again, those two. Then, what you will do is you will you will take the beverages, of course, from Baby Ben there. You'll be given these lovely beverages. You will try to keep them whole. Try and keep all of the liquid in the containers, and then you have to go across the waterbed here with our incredible rugby. No, Victor, you can look. You must stay there with Melanie, Victor. I'm just walking you down the course. Victor, you go over the bed here, okay, by our rugby groupie there, a lovely rugby groupie. Then across this is the tight warp of fame here, tight rope of fame, and then you have to get over that. That's a tricky one there. Mind the ducks. Then the seesaw, of course, this seesaw of showbiz. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down in showbiz, as I know only so well. And you have to negotiate that. And then this tricky bit, the slalom, in and out, and in and out, weaving. Everyone's career weaves in the heady world of show business. And then you finish up here at the cocktail glass. This cocktail glass, should you still have enough beverage, Victor, you pour them into this big cocktail glass of doom. And then this is very much here where the listeners come in. This is where the viewers come in, rather, because you have to pour the beverages in and select how much you think Victor Abogo will get in the cocktail glass. Over to Melanie.
Okay, then we've got 3 callers. We've got caller 1, Richie from Tranmere. Hello.
Hiya.
How are you this morning?
Fine. And you?
I'm good, thank you. How many millimetres of fizzy will Victor get into that glass?
About 323.
323 millilitres. Did you see yesterday with Tony Blackburn? He got 0.
He got 1.
He got so dizzy he couldn't do it. All right, let's go on to the second caller. It's Michelle from Sheffield. Hello, Michelle. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. What's the weather like up there?
Not very good this morning.
No, it's not
that
cloudy.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
How many millimetres of fizzy will Victor get?
375.
375 millilitres. Okay, good luck to you. Now on to Stuart. Morning, Stuart.
Good morning.
Where are you calling from?
From Erskine in Scotland.
Oh, lovely. How many millimetres of fizzy will Victor get?
470.
470?
Yes.
Okay, good luck to you all. Now it's over to Phil.
Okay, it's time to let showbiz battle commence. Victor, on my command, you will commence the social whirl of 10 complete rotations while keeping your eyes on the megastar, which you must hold at arm's length. So get it up there. Get it up there, Victor. Hold it up and start your spins now, Victor Abogo. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look up, Victor. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Baby Ben, give Victor the tray. And now, rugby star Victor Abogo commences as he negotiates the tricky world of the rugby groupie. What a sinister harridan she is. And beautifully done there over the bed. Now the tightrope, Victor. All the while the dizziness is... Oh, I believe there was a break. He jumped off the tightrope there. And now the seesaw. He's halfway up. He's a big fella. The seesaw survived. Victor survived. And now the slalom. Those glasses, unbelievably full. And at the end of the... Look at that. A drop spilt. I have never seen the like in the history of Dizzy. Will he beat Bennett? Almost a full. He's down. 800. 800.
What a performance! Fantastic. That means Stuart is our winner. You've won a freezer full of barbecue food.
Excellent.
How'd you feel?
Great.
Great.
Great, okay. Freezer full of barbecue food as I live and breathe. Myself and Victor, we're going to be tucking into that before we send it to you, our uncle. Thank you very much, Victor. Thanks for doing it, mate. One of the finest Dizzy Busy Fizzies we've seen. Superstar contestant, this is Channel 4, and you are watching a huge big breakfast today.
Yay! Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of sminting goes on round here.
Is that you, Sandra?
Smint, intensely stimulating flavours.
Quite exquisite. Pete Tong's Essential Selection Summer 98. 30 tracks on double CD and cassette.
What does that mean?
It means you can throw some shapes, kiss the biscuit, or even eat the floor to bossy tunes like these.
Or sit at the captain's table with audible fudge like this. Yes! There you have it. Pete Tong's Essential Selection. It's in the shops now, and I think you'll agree it's a must for Summer 98.
Watch The Big Breakfast every day this week from 7 and you could win our 10k giveaway. If you know your own postcode, you're in with a chance of walking off with wads of cash. The Big Breakfast. If you view it, it could be you.
Welcome back to Channel 4. You're not watching Beauty and the Beast, it's The Big Breakfast with me, Phil Jupitus.
And I'm Melanie Stein.
Yes, no, we've got to thank today. It's Victor Abugu there with Dizzy Busy Fizzy. A near 9 full glasses, and I have to say, Victor, you did a lot better than yesterday's Tony Blackburn yesterday. How did he do? Tony Blackburn. Have we not got... Oh. And now, Tony Blackburn, Jock of the Nation commences Busy Fizzy already. Has completely died. Jock, absolute disaster. Disaster for Blackburn there.
Also,
disaster.
We've got to thank Sally Gunnell, Anne Finlay and John, of course.
The Gunnells, it's like the Waltons here.
And the Space Band, the Lounge Assassins.
Lounge Assassins! How loud were they? And of course, we have to thank our naked poets today, the new poets. We have to thank those. We got the naked poet. Oh, we.
Bye. Okay, on tomorrow's show, the lads from 5 will be live in the house.
5.
And we're giving away 10 grand live on the show to one lucky viewer.
Is that enough cash for you? Is that enough entertainment? Is that enough of a show? A classy prize and no mistake. But now to the very classy Saxon Baines. Saxon Baines for the final Big Breakfast news and weather. Saxon Baines.
Thank you, Phil. The top stories. Eagerly awaited A-levels results will be posted up on school notice boards across England and Wales today. There's been a record pass rate, but it's the smallest increase for a decade. The number achieving top grade passes rose slightly to 17% of all entries. Monica Lewinsky is back before the grand jury today for follow-up questions about her affair with President Clinton in the wake of his confession. The latest polls show that Americans still back him. Families bereaved by the Hillsborough football disaster head back to court today. They're bringing private prosecutions against the 2 policemen who were in charge of the ground. Olympic chiefs may discuss the possibility of ejecting entire sports from future games if they don't stamp out drug abuse. The Olympic Committee is meeting in Lausanne to discuss the idea. And here's a final look at the weather. Average temperatures should reach 18 degrees Celsius. Scotland, Northern Ireland and Wales can expect a blustery day with frequent outbursts of rain. But it should stay mostly dry in the south, where early showers will be replaced with sunny spells. That's the way the world is at 8:58. It's back to the house.
Saxon Baines, Saxon Baines, Saxon Baines, Saxon the Viking Queen of current affairs.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow, mate. All right.
See you, Phil. Yeah.
Thank you very much. There. She's a blonde queen of the Nordic area, and Victor's here, and he just holding my hand up my back. I forgot to mention your bar, Victor, which is why you came here. Your gaff.
He's got a big plug.
He has, hasn't he?
Shoeless Joe's.
Shoeless Joe's in the King's Road.
All right.
He bounces his own establishment, throwing the punters in from the King's Road there. Would you like a drink? OK, Victor. That's right.
Now, you don't want to miss tomorrow's show because this...
Scooty
It's moved to a new home, one of your homes, and we're giving it away live on the show tomorrow. But now it's over to Josie and Ben for the bigger breakfast. What's going on?
Yeah, we've got loads happening on today's show. Do we get to see baby Ben in his birthday suit again? Yeah, we've got Earthworm Jim, we've got California Dreams, Hang Time, Alex Max Spurs, and Erie, Indiana.
Yeah, we're giving away more trips to New York. We've got Paper Dolls live in the house, and we've also got loads of A-level students opening their results live
in
the kitchen.
Evil television.
Yeah.
Evil.